so they added a bunch of artifact lands in this most recent anthology, and we've made fun of them a lot, but it feels like we need to queue up with a deck like this that's gonna top right concede to a Divine Purge at least once. This is like full kind of classic Affinity. We've got Thought Monitors and Myr Enforcers. We've got Patchwork Automaton to take advantage of artifacts coming into play. We've got Nettlecyst doing its best cranial plating impersonation. We've got some Emrys. We've got some Karns to take advantage of our cheap artifacts. If we don't run in to a ton of Divine Purges, I think we're going to have a good time. If we do run into Divine Purges, we're probably going to want to take our ball and go home. So let's pop on into some regular best of 3 historic matches and see how this goes. Hey, Aldoon, thanks for the over 3 years. Welcome back. Appreciate you sticking around while I was off. Extra big shoutouts, by the way, to the handful of people that stopped by and manually renewed their Prime subs while I was off. Extra appreciate you all. All the folks that, even on the regular month-to-month, my live stuff doesn't line up well with them, but they watch on YouTube and they stop by and drop off Prime while I'm offline. And then, of course, always shout-outs to the paid subs that leave their stuff on auto-renew. This is only casting artifact spells. The lands don't work with that. Hey, keep this, right? We'll go tapped land this into Patchwork. It is a little sad that this doesn't get bigger from the lands. Agree? Selesnya Guildgate. Okay. Our matchup in Negates is probably pretty decent. Need to be relatively aggressive here. Don't want to cast Emry this turn. Means I can't attack with this, but I think that's also fine. Did I hit any 1-mana artifacts in here? I didn't. That's so unfortunate. Well, this can't play lands out of the graveyard. Hey, Penguin, thanks for the tip. Super excited to do some obsolete planeswalkers. We can Thought Monitor next turn. Yeah, I can play the bigger things next turn. It's just sad that we missed on a land. I don't really want to crack Lantern to draw because I want my artifacts in play. So if I crack the Lantern and miss on the land, I'm like pretty far behind. I think I'd much rather just like Patchwork Automaton. This is Baldur's Gate for untapped red mana here. If they Gates Ablaze, we're probably just dead. Yeah, but if I'm recasting the Soul Guide Lantern with Emry chat, it means I have the same number of artifacts at the end of this turn as I did at the beginning, which means if I don't hit a land drop, I'm not making progress towards casting my bigger affinity spells the following turn. So I think it's important that I end the turn with more artifacts in play. Yeah, I literally just spin my tires with the line people are suggesting if I swing and I miss. I don't think we can afford to swing and miss here. Okay. So there's that. Wait, if I Enforcer here, I can cast Nettlecyst, and then I can double Enforcer. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Five gates in play. You'll never catch him, chat. You'll never catch him. I have a favorite deck with Electro. He's like okay in ramp shells if you also have wave, but I think without wave he's just not very good. Okay, so they're dead, right? I believe they're dead through the gain 3 as well. So if I move Nettlecyst over to here... Oh, I can't make it unblockable. Okay, so let's draw. It might be dead anyways because of the patchworks getting bigger, right? I don't know, opponent. You figure it out. Alright, Soul Guide and Shadowspear ain't it here. Metallic Rebuke and Negate both sound great. Opponent didn't want to figure it out either. Sure didn't. The Karn advantage isn't particularly great in this matchup, so maybe we trim one of these. I think Dispute's probably overkill for counter spells here. I think we only want the full 10 in the in like the blue-white matchup. Alright, let's draw a land, chip. Hey, thanks, Steve. Hey, Steve, I'm gonna do some live Unite stuff at the end of the stream every day this week. If you want to duo on any of the days, let me know. Or coordinate a 5. Alright, could have been worse. Could have missed the land drop. Elvish Rejuvenator is a name I haven't heard in a long time. I think we're probably dead at this point. We've bricked enough and their start is decent. Game 3 on the plate yet. Is this a Divine Purge format? Not if I put my fingers in my ears and say it isn't. Think I need Rebuke on 2. let them know that peace isn't an option here. For people asking me for my opinions on spoilers, I don't really have any opinions on spoiled stuff that's coming up until after, what's it called? Until after we get a full set spoiler. I've just been commenting on Liliana the Veil because it's an old boomer favorite. Man, our draw's like super impressive this game, huh? So long, friend. Venice, I think I missed your 19 months. If I did, I'm sorry. If I didn't, welcome back again. It's for the 19. Huh? Maybe this should be a mulligan. If I had like any 1 or 2 mana artifact, it's like pretty good though. A decent draw. So if I hit an artifact land next turn, we can Myr Enforcer, which is sick. Oh, wait, Chad, I'm so dumb. Most of our artifact lands are tapped. Look at me, I'm a big dumb stupid. That's fine, we can Metallic Rebuke something off of the prototype here at least. Corset doesn't always mean low power level. Because remember, the fact that you could tap Nettlecyst to make a mana is so silly. Because remember, Origins was a Corset replacement too, right? And that set was super high power level, like with the Planeswalkers and stuff. Okay, this is actually just kind of nutty, chat. Yes, Primeval Titan was also a Corset card. This deck seems really good into not Divine Purge, Chip. Crack you for 12, your move. We got the lanterns or the rebukes to bring in portable holes for their one-drop aggro deck. Someone asked me earlier from a story from when we were in London, by the way. So I kid you not, this is what the restaurant that contained the best food we ate on the entire trip looked like. This was taken at approximately 2 a.m. in the morning. We were all jet lagged and awake and looking for something to eat. And we walked a mile from the convention center to get to there. We were very confused and weren't sure if we were in the right spot. And we walked down this alley and it was just like this open back door. Can I keep this? I think I can keep this. They must do mostly delivery. Because, like, in the time we were sitting there waiting for them to make our food, like, probably 6 different Uber Eats orders went out. Where is that place? It's over by the Excel Center. And I kid you not, the name on Google is listed as Awesome Burgers and Wings. Oh my god, shit. I didn't read their card. We were talking and clicking, and I've made a terrible mistake. That block could lose us the game there. If I still had that other Ornithopter, I'd be able to Moonsnare Prototype into Nettlecyst next turn. But now I can only Nettlecyst. Big sad. Yeah, one little mistake. It's gonna end us. Alright, chat, I believe in this Shadowspear. This Shadowspear is about to pick this game up and carry it on its back. Okay, so if I cast Moonsnare Prototype, I can then also cast Shadowspear. And then I can tap this for a mana. And then I can tap Shadowspear for a mana. And then I can equip it and gain 7? Gain 8, sorry. Good beats. This should have been +2 here if I had played better. But I'm a scrub, so it is what it is. Sounds like one of those ghost restaurants that are named that way as a form of SEO on Grubhub and Goober Eats. Yeah. Sounds accurate, Beetle. I think we're done here, fam. Life gain is cheating. Big agree. We're actually, and if I would have killed them this turn too if we'd have played better. That's fine. We're going up to 18. Easy game. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the deck-specific cards in this are like commons and uncommons. I guess you need Thought Monitors and Nettlecysts. We do any touristy things in London. Yeah, we walked almost 9 miles on Wednesday, and we walked about half that much on Tuesday. Just like riding the tube around and walking around the city. This was not a build around, it was a viewer deck submission. Both Explorer and Historic on Magic Arena are in very reasonable spots at the moment. If you like non-rotating Magic, it is a worthwhile platform at the moment. For the most part, like, walking around London wasn't that much different than, like, a big city here in the US, outside of the obvious, like, you'd be walking and there'd be like 1,000-year-old church right next to like a modern building is kind of novel. But otherwise it was pretty similar to the US, since the food was generally worse. Yeah, the kids were great. The food was healthier, though. Yeah, so that's like the fundamental difference, it felt like, between the food there and the food here. You see, in America, we live to eat. Over there, it definitely felt like you ate to live. I don't think Esper Sentinel is very good in decks that can never buff its mana, its attack up. Gotta be able to make its attack go up a little bit. Also, yeah, the amount of consistent white on 1 is also pretty low. I could do this, but then I have to let them draw a card, which I don't think I want to do. Just cast the Myr Enforcer and then offer the trade of this for their 2 things here. Some 4/4s and smash him here. It could be right to just jam Nettlecyst here, but I also kind of don't want to play into Metallic Rebuke if I can avoid it. Oh, Foundry triggering Ingenious Smith on our turn is pretty good. So if they cast an artifact this turn, and then Foundry on my turn, they can make their Smith a 5/5. Man, it really doesn't like tapping Treasure Vault with the auto tapper. I'm gonna continue to offer this trade. So, Nettlecyst Gingerbrute is currently lethal on board. Looking for a second portable hole here. Found it. This is already lethal, so I'm gonna attack before I cast this Nettlecyst. I'm gonna give him a couple of cards here. I think it's important that I just put another lethal threat into play. Combat doesn't feel faster to me. I also wouldn't be surprised someone was like, yeah, it's a little quicker now. So this is definitely a Soul's Guide Lantern out matchup, a Rebuke out matchup. Bring in the portable holes, click submit. We're definitely the more aggressive artifact deck in this matchup, it feels like. Feels like we need to try and get under them, which you're able to do successfully there. Did we go to the British Museum? We did not. Especially it's a lot of walking around outside. We tried to do the Eye of London, but we showed up at 5 o'clock when it's scheduled to close at 6. And oh yeah, that was the other thing that was weird to me. Compared to every city in the United States, the amount of things in London that were just closed by like 5 or 6 o'clock was just absolutely baffling to me. Like the London Eye didn't run past 6 o'clock. I was just like, what? Yeah, Josh is great, Blivens. We had a lot of fun this week. Habahat, thanks for the 29 months. Welcome back. You gotta give people time to spend with their family? What kind of communism BS is this? Spending time with your family. That's fine. I think we bought him the Karn here. I think I might hold the Gingerbrute for post Patchwork Automaton here. Won't somebody please think of the capitalism? What do the shareholders think about this whole work-life balance thing? Has anybody asked them to weigh in yet? Somebody please think of the shareholders. Can I give them a card here? Because I want to play this other Patchwork Automaton out. Oh, you know what was good in terms of food that we don't have anywhere here in the US? Halloumi cheese is not something that exists here. It's like, and especially all the different ways they prepare it. Was a very common food thing, it felt like. No, yeah, actually had never heard of it before this trip. I mean, chat, I know I live in cornfields, but, like, I've traveled a good bit, too. And, like, I've never seen that in a restaurant. I've traveled most of the Midwest and the East Coast, and a couple of cities on the left coast as well. And, like, to give you a context comparison of, like there's literally, like, halloumi fries at McDonald's there. Yeah, thank you, Blevez. It's just super ubiquitous there for something that just, like, doesn't exist here. We didn't attack with our 3/3 because making a Thopter into a 4/4 costs 0 mana. We're dead shit. Their Nettlecyst and Foundry just gonna take over here. I think I'm happy with how we boarded. It's just like, have a better hand on the play here. Game 3 on the plate, the aggro deck mantra. Words to live by. Yeah, Retrofitter Foundry seems like it was a gas addition to this format. I mean, casting the portable hole doesn't do anything, Time Lord. The equipment that was beating us cost 3 mana, and they had 2 Retrofitter Foundries. It's like, what does that accomplish? Your line that you're suggesting? What does that actually do for us? It sounds like a legal play, but why is it worth continuing to play the game? What's going on, Dis? Thanks to over 2.5 years. Welcome back. Are the inferior artifact? I would venture to guess our deck is a dog in that particular matchup. Feels like we're gonna have a hard time consistently getting under them, and they definitely go over the top of what we're doing long term. Pick up here. Each artifact was +3 power. That's also not true. Patchwork Automaton is cast, not enters play. We've talked about this. Washington, thank you for the 33 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. I am back, and so are you, Phoenix. Thanks for the almost year and a half. Well, at least my synergy cards are not good for them. Hey, thanks, Flash. Thanks for help keep me here for almost 4 of them. The fact that I can't cast 2 artifacts here really sucks. I think I'm passing and casting Metallic Rebuke. Cancel. So if I do this, and then I do this, this then costs 1 mana. And then this is free. Gaining 3 with Gingerbrute gonna be relevant this game. Yeah, potentially. Maybe I should have held that for the channel ability, actually. Think we Nettlecyst here. I missed the damage. Yeah, and then we just hold Rebuke, right? Not dead yet. Oh, the robbers have reach. I'm dumb. Oh, they forgot the robbers have reach, chat. Nailed it. What What a skill game. Do you all wish you were as good as Magic as I am? See, I forgot they had reach, but they also forgot that they had reach. They also have haste, so like Gingerbrute can't get past them. Yep, definitely just portable holes in the aggro matchup. Reach is so secret that neither player remembered. Yeah, exactly. Playing with fire feels like a huge win for the home team here. Just like, yes, that is a thing that has happened. Step on this one, opponent. That's what I thought. Oh no! The pride, she cometh before the fall, chat. Oof. Oof. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Ooh, that's a good shout, actually. If I would have held the Thopter, the what's it called would have been big enough to avoid the Chain Whirler. That's a great shout, something to think about for future games. Because the Ornithopter wasn't accomplishing anything for us the turn I played it anyways. See, that's just a mistake, right? Like I'd have a massive thing here. Yeah, I think there's a good chance we race the Ferocitodon if I just like have a 6/6, right? That one's on me, not understanding the proper sequencing. I think the target for the shock was mostly relevant. Yeah, I think if we don't play the Thopter, they shock our face there, so it's kind of a wash. Alright, yeah, we're gonna learn from our mistake. Get that. You can teach a dumb dog new tricks. Oh, I guess I can't do both of these now. You don't think that's the saying? No, I'm pretty confident that's how the saying goes. I am definitely a dumb dog. We're gonna hold on to this other Ornithopter for after we cast the second Automaton here, continuing to learn from our previous game. It did have fun, Beef. Glad you enjoyed the show. Yeah, trade. Alright, we're gonna take some damages here, champ, but I wanna stack the squad up. heck? They need to kill Emry, or she's gonna recast the Thought Monitor. Play draw is brutal for Magic the Gathering decks. I agree. They're actually just dead to the portable hole, right? Mono Red's been a pretty real deck in Historic lately, after the last set of balance changes, and this deck seems pretty reasonable into it, which is nice. Yeah, the new sweeper card, calling the new sweeper card Stronger Portable Hole is pretty silly. It's different Portable Hole. Okay, so I'm not gonna have a white mana available, but turn 1 Emry sounds pretty great, so let's go. Emry cannot play artifact lands from the graveyard. She gives you the option to cast a card this turn, so you can choose the artifact land, but you will not be able to do anything with it. You will not be happy with the result. All right, hoping to draw an untapped land next turn. Most expensive card in our deck, very similar to untapped land. What's going on, Coolio? Thanks for the 1.5 years. Welcome back. These are a few of my favorite things. Yes, the fact that the new temporary lockdown doesn't work with Farewell is definitely an upside. Got about a 19 turn clock with the arena. Mood. Please stop. They've doubled our clock, chat. We're coming for him. Foolish opponent. They've played right into my hands. You have Fatal pushed my Germ token. Got me.
I'm mysterious, refined, and a far better dress. A mind is a terrific thing to waste.
And is now empty, which is lovely. Murderous Rider also seems kind of great for us. Yeah, our creature land also seems great. Dang it, Field of Ruin.
Struggling? Good.
Alright, so they're Murderous Riders jump blocking here. They're going to 5. Then they're going back to 3. Are we actually gonna kill them with the Phyrexian Arenas here? It's kind of feeling like we're gonna kill them with the Phyrexian Arenas here, Chip. Excuse me?
All I've left you is pain.
Nah, it's been great, Engineer. I think this format's super reasonable right now. I have 1 black mana available. Yeah, they must have missed our creature land, huh? Definitely our Metallic Rebukes in matchup. Bouncing stuff doesn't seem super good here. I'll bring in some negates. May I leave one of these in? Yeah, Black March pitching a bunch of cards could have gotten them out of it for sure. They played one of those earlier. Equipping Blinkmoth, Jeff had way more faith in the auto tapper than I do. Yeah. It thankfully did not hurt us there. You'll never catch me. We're the Gingerbread Man. Come on, play Phyrexian Arena. Do it. Do it. Tiny Bones. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. All right, so if I Citadel into Automaton, I can hold Rebuke up. Sounds great. 1 mana leak, chat. Pretty good. What's going on, Shadow? Real? To re-upping that Prime for over 4 years. Love watching the big subs tick up the spinner. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Magic is fun and interesting. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Magic is fun and interesting. Oh, the doo-dah day. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Beep, 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 beep. Do-do-do-do-do. The fact that this card gets to hit creature lands and artifact lands is so incredibly offensive. It just ain't right. Just ain't right. I like to play around Censor with this Nettlecyst. Sweeper, best opponent, your move. Okay, so this is like 10 out of 10 in Emperor, right?
I'm home. You're done.
Oh! Was I supposed to? No, I guess it ends up the same even if I put it on Patchwork Automaton, right? Because they just exile
I'm never
the
done.
germ token.
Good. Keep watch for intruders.
You'll never catch me! I'm the gingerbread man! Alright, so they're dead through another Emperor here. Because I already had another Nettlecyst here for them to do that to. And I want my things spread out here, like we see here. Alright, I didn't get 1 mana Stone Rained on 2. So we were successful. Weird. Someone write that down. Game much easier when not 1 mana Stone Rained on turn 2. Would like to learn to be the very best, and that seems like an important note to achieve such a status. If anybody has suggestions for things we should try and explore after this deck in about an hour, feel free to drop me links in chat. Don't have anything lined up yet. Explorer decks. Do we have any Grixis lag around? Mood. Is Rally the Ancestors playable? Oh, I do not think it is.
There are so many. Meditate and prepare.
Phoenix isn't really a Decade Explorer, right? Oh, good, chat. We brought in our counter spells to have counterplay against their sweepers.
I have just the trick for this.
Oh! Yeah, we should totally play Ingus combo. Yeah, it's been a hot second. Yeah, let's do that. That deck was really good last time we played it. Like, criminally good. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we played that. Angus combo is so hard, or I'm bad. I mean, why not both? Rally the Zombies has been fun. We tried playing Rally the Zombies. After getting beat up for 45 minutes, I promptly deleted the deck. Gaffer. Yeah, Trip was definitely a success.
I won't hide from the. Let's skip to the good part.
For the 2/3 of a year, Gaffer. I get the Emry. Obviously, we can't cast any of these blue spells without a land draw, but Emry has the most upside. I mean, we literally just got my Automaton Supreme verdicted, so I honestly, I'm just gonna call you a liar or a bad sample size if you think my deck that gets 1 mana Stone Rain by March and is trying to play counterspells into Supreme Verdict has an okay control matchup. Magic's got an incredible amount of variance, and I'll believe you when you say, like, you can win games. Like, we took a game off them in that match, but that matchup has to be abysmal. And that's even before you consider the fact that, like, Divine Purge is a card on top of it. Yeah, the 2 games we lost, they literally just cast March to destroy our first land drop on turn 2. Both times. Just like, yeah, okay. Actual nothing you can do about it. Excuse me? Excuse me? But the lands say indestructible on them. March exiles your lands, and so does Divine Purge. Alright, let's cast a Moose next turn, huh? I think the Moose is likely going to eat a Heartless Act and die, but, you know, give it the old college try here. Yeah, Farewell exiles all your artifact lands as well. Of course it does. of course, Farewell kills all your lands. Why wouldn't it? You're taking 5 here, down to 7. It's pretty scary, especially with the creature lands here. I mean... yeah, I think that's okay for us. Hey, what a nice amount of months, Marty. I appreciate the 69-month resubscription. Happy Monday, welcome back. Let's attack with the Blinkmoth. Yeah, I guess I could have chipped the damage there. That's fair, we are racing. Oh my god, if I equip the Nettlecyst to the Ornithopter, they get to gain a life. Oof. Oh, they don't gain life. Yeah, this is historic. Good call, good call. So they have a draw and then a redraw with their blood to deal with the Ornithopter here. And we also technically have Blinkmoth. I guess if they draw a removal spell here for my Blinkmoth, I'm dead. So if they have a Fatal Push or whatever. They're getting priority, but they have a treasure token. Naturally, they drew a removal spell. So close. 4 point of life. Heat Hook still really good, turns out. Well, it doesn't really tag much on their side. This honestly might be a, like, click, submit, run back. I have, like, just enough graveyard stuff that I think the Soul Guide, Metallic Rebuke split is fine. Gaining life with Shadowspear will be useful here on occasion. Oh, did we mulligan and get Thought Seized as well that game? It's a giant embarrassing parade of high variance gameplay. We'll hold the Ornithopter for after the Patchwork. You have Fatal Pushed my Ornithopter. Got me. Oh, I guess. No, because if I didn't play this, would cost 3. I'd say if I played Untapped Land, we could guess this, but that's not true. We talked about it a bit earlier, Zentoth, but, like, the food overall in London is, like, pretty aggressively medium. Yeah, there's like a reason nobody was like talking about things you had to go eat while there. That's fine. Food was mostly edible. Thanks for the 20 months, Matt. Welcome back. This deck is nowhere near powerful enough to make up for the great number of cards that exist in Historic that just completely rinse us off. Supion, thanks for the 2 years. Welcome back. It was. If I play Darksteel Citadel, I can cast Myr Enforcer, but I think I want to just hold up Rebuke here. We'll get the Enforcer down for cheaper later. How's the jet lag? Not bad at all. Chat, I have a 2-year-old, so like, I'm pretty used to keeping odd sleep hours. Like randomly being up much later. All right, I've got one more match in me with this. I'm done, and then I just we're done. We're done with this match. We're done with this match. It's just not. At least the first hour of playing this deck was fun, but I'm gonna sacrifice my rank one more time here. We'll queue into one more matchup where they get to play 1 mana Stone Raids and 3 mana get rid of all of my stuffs, and then we can write this off as an experiment in why this archetype is unplayable. Like, it is so mind-bogglingly stupid that they put these artifact lands of all the dual lands in all the Magic the Gathering that they could have put inside of the Historic Anthology. They elected to put these ones in, and it's just like so crazy. Hey, what's going on, Nasif? Hope you had a good stream. We just got all of our lands divine purged by blue-white control. Affinity might not be it in this format. Our mono red matchup has seemed pretty okay though. We played this one a couple of times. You deserve this sub because Ida uninstalled after that one. Thanks for the 13 months, Pig. Banehound, lifelink haste. Alright, not mono red this time. So this build is like playing like more affinity cards. The stock affinity build is like mostly fine, I think, in this format. But this build is like playing a bunch of Darksteel Citadels and like 7 of the tap dual lands. So like we're getting rinsed a little bit harder in that matchup than most. I think I'm just taking this opportunity to rebuke. Nah, it sounds like the opposite of a good idea, Tumos. Unfortunate that this is tapped and we can't cast Karn, but we do at least get to draw Wellspring here, and then the bridge makes Wellspring castable next turn if we find another untapped land. I'm wondering what the angle is on the Banehound here. Has our opponent just like run into enough mono red that they just like wanted a bunch of lifelink Dorkos, or what's the deal with this one?
I am Karn.
What's going on, Pythrion? Thank you for the 4.5 years. I really appreciate the 54 months. Welcome back. Yeah, Painlands, and someone said Mana Confluence was coming in Dominaria United as well, right? Oh, they're just,
You are acting unwise.
it's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Hey, Jodell, thanks for the almost year and a half. Welcome back.
I do not feel pain.
Mana Confluence isn't confirmed. All right.
You may regret.
This is why I mostly ignore spoilers until after the season's done, chat. All right, they gave us a backup Karn. Sounds lovely. We have a land. We have a 5/5. Oh, this is one or less. That's funny. Yeah, this block was free. We were just talking to Chen. We clicked past it, Wargy. That costs us the Karn this go round, but that's fine. It'll work itself out. The token looks like a Space Marine. Yes. Yes, it does. Wow, nothing? That's great for us. All right. Token. Second Karn. Third token. I think I'm gonna hold the Gingerbrute for after the Patchwork Automaton. We'll crack them for 11 here. Let's try and get this game over with.
There is great power in the things we make.
We definitely just conceded the last match to getting 8 for 1 by a Divine Purge, yes.
Anyone need a match? No? Too bad. Say hi to my fiery friends.
Our entire board got? That's fake news right there. My Thought Monitor definitely lived through their Divine Purge. Thank you very much. Listen to that, fake news media. For anybody that's hanging out from Nassif's raid, welcome on in. My name's Jeff. I stream full-time here. We do a good bit of Magic the Gathering, almost all constructed on this channel. Explorer and Historic are the formats I've been playing the most of lately, but we'll probably dip back into Standard and Alchemy when rotation hits here in a couple of weeks. Excited to get some Liliana the Veil into my arena formats. Usually I play 2 or 3 different decks every morning. We switch decks every 60 to 90 minutes or so. It's usually a good bit of variety in what we do. Also play some non-Magic games. I'm playing a lot of Marvel Snap, which is currently a mobile card game in closed beta based on the Marvel IP. And then I play unhealthy amounts of Pokemon Unite as well. the Pokemon MOBA on Switch, Android, and iOS. Do alchemy cards rotate? Yeah. Alchemy is to standard as historic is to... Well, historic, I guess, doesn't have a comparable non-rotating format. But yeah, alchemy is a rotating digital format. That's the difference between alchemy and historic. Historic is non-rotating alchemy, essentially. Alchemy follows standard rotation and has the digital cards that they release are each paired to a specific standard set, so they rotate with that standard set. Well, I mean, I think it's fairest to say historic is just every card in Arena with a minor ban list is the most accurate way to describe historic. I'm playing one of these out to block haste 1-power creatures or their Soulscar Mage if they play like a 2/2, but I'm leaving the second one so that way if we draw a Patchwork, we can level it up. I think we're just chilling for the time being. I guess if I would have played Ornithopter, we could have sent this, we could have blocked the Soulscar here. We'll probably play this out next turn to keep the Nettlecyst up anyways, so yeah, not playing this out is probably wrong. A couple of Nettlecysts here are nice. So 3/3 into a 4/4. I mean, hopefully they, hopefully we get away from a ban list in Historic. Ideally, we should just have nerfed cards at this point, right? Like, the Historic ban list is a relic from before they power balance things. I'd really love to get, like, rebalanced Oko, Field of the Dead, Uro. Oko and Uro especially. I think they're kind of fun, powerful cards. If you just, like, get the numbers slightly different on them, they're fine. Got some lightning bolts in their deck, Chip. Couple 4/8. Do they have Cling to Dustin against us? I guess we showed them Emry. Feels like a weird one. So this makes this cost 3. This makes it cost 2, so I can't do both of these this turn. Yeah. The Strixhaven archive stuff technically throw a wrench in what I said, but also, like, that's a very Magic player actually type statement, so stop it. Get some help. You know what I meant. Stop it. Yes, I'm going to 7. If I fire up the Blinkmoth and attack with it, I can still play Myr Enforcer. Maybe I'm supposed to crack in with the Nettlecyst for 6 there too and just try and race. I'm at a virtual 5 right now though. Okay, Meat Hook Chandra is actually pretty sweet. I'm super into that. I can manually sync the Discord. But I did that this morning already, I believe. Yeah, I did it. Did it an hour ago. I'll click it again. you're not seeing it and you're linked up, go into your integrations, and there should be a list of Twitch servers for people you're sub to if you're sub to more than one person that has one. There should be a join button in there. It is still failing to automatically sync, but I'm doing it manually a couple times a day usually. That seems fine. The fact that all 3 of our lands are artifacts means these Myr Enforcers will get pretty cheap pretty quickly. Looking for any of our other 0, 1, or 2 mana artifacts for next turn. Is Mental Misstep even very good on this format, Lampton? Like, Misstep's probably kind of middling here for the same reason, Chalice is kind of not great, right? Like, Misstep was fine the whole time it was standard legal. Like, you wanted to play it against Delver, but that was it. They fixed the audio bug, it looks like, so that's nice. Someone said they fixed it. We've been going for 3.5 hours this morning without hitting it, so I assume that it is corrected. Yeah, Probe would be a card that would be... Probe should stay deleted out of Magic. Please and thank you. Okay, so if we live in a world where our opponent doesn't kill any of our artifacts, Treasure Vault into Karn downtick gets us a free Myr Enforcer. They're gonna kill my boy, chat. I feel like this exchange is great for us, though, right? They're just, like, not doing anything. Oh, wait, does this work anyways because the Moonsnare Prototype? Yeah, totally works as a Moonsnare Prototype. Solid turn 4. Can I have a slice of cheese? Thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. I agree that the couple of miscellaneous try before you buy style of events for arena stuff is really good. It would be nice if they do more of them.
Don't worry, I brought company.
I assume they're gonna have like a shock to finish Karn here. I don't think Punishing Fire was ever playable without Grove of the Burn Willows, right?
I am proud to have fought. Awaken.
Rise up, my Karnstrucks.
I have faced worse than like. Aw. Say hello to my little friend.
Scut Swarm and Devilish Valet. Are those standard legal? Maybe they're fine there? I don't know.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a monk.
Jellyfish, thank you for the very generous tier 2 and for the over a year and a half. And Puddle Jumper, thanks for hanging out for 3/4 of a year. Happy Monday, folks. Our red aggressive matchup seems good. All right, chat. I'm going to play one more. I said we were going to give it one more L, and we found an okay matchup. Let's see if we can dodge blue-white control again. That's the matchup that's unwinnable. This tweet from the Unite Esports is great, though. Let's pull this one up. They tweeted this out this morning, just in time for Pokemon Worlds. Poor little Slowpoke, chat. Poor little Slowpoke. Great, well, we've been saying our red matchup seems okay. Let's find out if that's still the case into double burning Tremissary. One artifact shy here. Being able to Myr Enforcer this turn too. Who's ready to die to Embercleave, chat? Alright, I mean, that's technically not an Embercleave. I think we gotta pivot, yet. Gotta try and get this over with. Am I dead yet? Yes? Alright, well, we were dead to the attack all there. We are not dead to this attack. That was not our Shadowspear or Gingerbrute. We had 3 lethal draws there. Edge. Not quite able to overcome that one on the draw. Double BTE on the play. Pretty good, turns out. Trim, the Soul Guides, and the Metallic Rebukes to bring in the portable holes. I'm saving Spellbomb for after we Automaton. And if we draw a third untapped land, I want to go like Automaton into Automaton Spellbomb. They do not have Chain Whirler mana yet, so I'm going to wait on the Ornithopter until after I play the second one. I'm gonna chill on the offense for now. I don't think it's worth trading 3 damage for 2 on the backswing. Need to draw a card with this one. Start swinging here. Just gonna take this hit here because our Patchwork's gonna grow up. Grow up big and strong, shit. Fully ready to pivot at this point. The Ward 2 on Patchwork is just so good. Wow, Ornithopter is actually an incredibly good draw for them. I think I just need to put them under the abyss, right? Them electing to stay at 7 is really good for us. Contract Treasure Vault to play Thought Monitor. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Maybe that's right. The number of colorless lands in this deck has definitely been awkward at many points during this set. God, they just keep drawing our Ornithopters. Am I dead? Is that lethal? There he is. There he is. Alright, I don't even know what this one. I think overall this build of Affinity feels worse than the more kind of stock Esper Sentinel, more card advantage centric build. The mana base is much worse trying to play all of these colorless lands. Your mana base is more susceptible to Divine Purges and Farewells and Marches. The deck felt fine against things like the aggressive decks that care about attacking and blocking, but against the kind of plethora of white interactive decks in the format, combined with how awkward it was just trying to cast our spells consistently, I just wasn't super hot on what this was. Yeah, if we had Springleaf Drum instead of Moonsnare Prototype, that would go a long way towards fixing, but it feels like it's hard-pressed to be able to play you know, all of these blue cards with we only have what, 11 blue sources is like pretty low. Agree with that.